What is up, guys? I'm back, and we have some things to talk about. So, if you don't want to just like listen to me sit here and talk, then probably skip forward a little bit. Which way is going to be forward? This way? I don't know. You know, take the slider, move it forward a little bit, and you can see me get to work on Shirley again. So, for those of you guys who care to know why I stopped doing videos and all that nonsense, basically, I moved down here and then I kind of got myself stuck into a rut. Like, I didn't have any money or friends down here and I wasn't doing anything, and I was doing the YouTube videos, but I wasn't doing anything in them at all, really. Like, I was trying to make content where there wasn't content, and it was hard. It also became discouraging because doing something, this takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work, and it takes a lot of time to do this. It takes a lot of time to film it. I gotta think about what I'm gonna film. I gotta film it, and then on top of that, I have to edit it and then upload it. And then my most viewed is like something like 50 views, and then it just kind of started declining down. And obviously, because I wasn't actually doing anything like interesting, I also got a little lazy. I'm gonna give you a reenactment of my discouragement. 14 views. 14 views. Oh, I spent hours on that. I'm done. That's it. No one's ever gonna watch my stuff. So yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Decided to be a crybaby about stuff, and instead of like realizing that I came down here to do bigger things and do something that I wanted to do, and to let something so dumb stand in my way is stupid. That's dumb. That said, I actually didn't come down here to do YouTube. I like doing YouTube, but I don't know if it'll ever actually go anywhere, but I enjoy it. I actually just barely applied to WSU, Weber State University, so waiting to hear back from them. And that's really kind of the only updates I have about myself. Oh, I work at McDonald's now. I do overnight shift. So, update on our girl over here, Shirley. Funny story. Alright. So I actually got her working, and I got her driving. She runs phenomenally, I thought. And then post her up for sale or trade, because I want to get a rear-wheel drive manual car because I really want to get into drifting. So I got a couple offers here and there, and I go look at some cars, and this guy hits me up about an RX-8, and I'm like, alright, cool, yeah, RX-8s, that's dope, I'm down for that. So I have him come here. He comes here last night, alright, and my dad was sleeping, so we went over to the school, which is like right around the corner over there. We talk about the cars, and I tell him all the work I've done to this car, and it should be mechanically sound, nothing should be wrong with it, and all this. I just kind of like hype it up, and everything's good. And his car's got some issues with it, my car has some issues with it as far as cosmetically, and I'm like, yeah, you know what, that seems like a good trade, I'm cool with this, I'm down. So we test drove each other's cars, and this is where stuff goes wrong. We test drive each other's cars, and I get back with his, and Caleb was with me as well, and we're sitting there just waiting for him, and he pulls into the parking lot just really quick, and the car dies. Or at least we thought it died from the outside. He had just turned it off because apparently it was overheating. So now I gotta figure out what's overheating. I don't know if, because I wasn't here when Caleb put the head gaskets actually on and bolted it all back together. I was just here when we put the engine back in the car. So, because at the time it was going to be Caleb's car. I forgot about that. I didn't tell you guys that. Caleb didn't end up buying the car, so it's still mine. Anyways, so I get it back to the garage. Me and Caleb get it back here, and now I got to figure out what's going on. Oh, also, one other note, and the only reason I'm going to bring this up is because I know somebody is going to mention it. So when I started making these videos, I wanted to be myself. I never wanted to, like, be someone I'm not, and because of that I decided I'm gonna say what I want, and I'm gonna do what I want, and that's cool, that's alright, but I swear a lot, that's no secret if you know me. However, I was thinking about it, and I want my little brothers to be able to watch these videos and you know, not have to worry about anything. And I want my grandma to watch my videos, and you know, I can't be doing that stuff if I want them to watch the videos. And I really kind of thought about it, and like thought about how much value I actually put on saying certain words or whatever. And I just thought it was stupid to you know, put more value in saying those words than in if my own grandma is able to watch the videos, you know, because she doesn't like that stuff. There are definitely a lot of other people out there who probably don't like it, and the only reason I'm bringing this up is because I don't want you guys to think that I'm trying to be some kind of like trying to be someone I'm not. It's not that at all. I'm going to be the same person. It doesn't add any value to me. It doesn't make me a different person, I don't think. With that said, let's take a look at the car. Also, I cleaned the garage, and I want to show you guys. I don't know if you guys remember how the garage looked before when we were last working on Shirley, but it was kind of a huge mess. And it's a little bit of a mess now, but there's a reason for that, and I'll get to that. See? Oh, come on, focus, focus, focus. Come on, camera. Okay. So we got good old Shirley parked in here. The truck's out there and all the other vehicles. But I got my own little workbench and workstation area. Look, it's Momo, if you remember from the post office video, my last day there. That's Momo. He hangs out in the garage with. Got all my tools, got my cart. Of course, brakes, because if you don't always have brakes on hand, then you're a pleb. Yeah, so now I got my own little workstation, and it's really cool. And the reason that there are this mattress and these mattresses are because we are taking a lot of this stuff, like boxes over there, to storage. And so we're just looking around for a good storage place to put that stuff, so Julie can park her car in here alongside the Subaru. Alright, the moment you might have all been waiting for. You're going to get to hear the Subaru start up before I rip the engine out of it again. Alright, so I take that back. We're not sure. Oh, calm down. We're going to go let those dogs eat food, and then we're going to bring them inside. This is my neighbor Diane's house, and we did this stuff for her because she's nice. And I hate this door handle because it never works. Come on, come on. There we go. Hey, dogs! Okay, let's go ahead and feed them first. Okay, this one's Rusty, everybody. And this is Ellie. Hi, Ellie. Ellie's a good girl. Look at those tails wagging. They're getting better at not jumping. When I first started coming here, they would literally jump all over me. And shout out Diane for letting me come and hang out with your dogs, because it kind of fills the void of loneliness in my soul. Hey, 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 get down there. Go potty. Go potty. That's a good boy, Rusty. Go potty. Ellie? Go potty. Okay, maybe you don't have to potty. I guess that's fun. Don't pee in your cage, though. Else I'm gonna have to beat you. Mama's gonna beat you if you pee in your cage. Rusty! Hey! Hey! Rusty! What? No, you can't get in this. Get in your own cage. You fool. Oh my goodness. Bye, buddy. Bye, Ellie. Oh boy. Okay, now that we have that done, I gotta make sure not to forget the key, because I swear every single time I do this, I forget the key. Mainly because I lock it from the inside, and then we're like, oh crap, we don't have the key anymore, so. Okay, so now you guys get to see the magical Subaru start, and where the heck did my dad go? Pretty well. overheats, and I don't know what the issue is. So, yeah, we're gonna start with coolant and stuff. And also, I have to get it registered, but I don't know if you guys can even hear me over this. I have to get her registered, but I ain't got no money, so Julie is going to, my wonderful stepmom, she's going to get it registered for me, and I'm just going to pay her back. I need to be able to take it on, like, the main street and stuff, so that I can run it at, like, 60 miles an hour and whatnot, and actually see if, like, what's going wrong and how it's overheating. And let me just show you real quick. One thing I noticed is nothing. Oh, okay, so one thing I've heard is if the head gaskets are bad, then the exhaust gases, the really hot exhaust gases, can actually like seep up into the coolant lines and heat them up really bad. So I'm hoping that's not the case. I'm really hoping that Caleb put those head gaskets on right. If I have to pull the engine, it'll be a lot easier this time, but I really hope I don't have to. You can see the power steering pump here. I fixed that. Somehow it got bent in the process of everything, and I ended up bending it back, taking it apart, and fixing it, or fixing some seals and whatnot. Another thing that I was told to look for is to see if it is bubbling in the coolant reservoir. So I'm checking that. So let's go see if it is bubbling. Let me grab my handy dandy flashlight. Uh-oh. There we go. Ow. So there are definitely bubbles in the reservoir, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull my phone out. Wow, gosh. Oh, after I blind myself. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at that, and there might just be air in the system, which would be nice. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Engine is up at operating temperature now. From what I'm reading, it basically just seems like there's air in the system somewhere. So what I was reading, and if you guys know anything, you guys can maybe tell me down in the comments if I'm wrong, that if there's a constant stream of bubbles and it kind of never ends, then there's definitely a bad head gasket, even a small leak, sending the exhaust gases up through and basically sending air up through into the coolant system, into one of the little coolant lines inside the engine, and it will just constantly bubble because there's always air in there. So what I was noticing is that it will bubble, 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 and then it stops, and then it bubble, 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 and then it stops, and then it's just like a stop and go thing. So I'm hoping that I just have to burp the system and get all the coolant running through it and make sure that everything gets in there good. Also, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but look at this freaking mirror. Look at the size of this rear view. I don't know if you guys know, but that over there, you can see it. There's no freaking mirror. It busted out when I was pulling it out of the garage on like the second day I had it. Because I'm a fool. So and this guy, I never have to use that because I can see from my spot right here. I can see everything. I can see in that back mirror. I can see all my blind spots. Everything. And it's awesome. Also, hi guys. Oh yeah, it's still bubbling a little bit. Let's go ahead and turn her off. And wait for her to cool back down. Working headlight. Not very good working headlight. Now watch. I hope you can see this on camera. Oh, it's working now. There's some kind of short in the cables that go to the headlight, and I've never been able to figure it out exactly. Granted, I've never really taken a lot of time to try and figure it out, but whatever, it's cool. Look at this. Anybody want a grill? Just kidding, you don't get this, but now look at how JDM that looks. Just kidding. I'm not gonna have it like that. I need to get some new clips for this guy because it likes to just sit in there and not fall out, luckily, but still. Alright guys, finally, I think it's cooled down. I got my handy dandy little glove on here so I don't burn myself, but we're gonna find out. But I'm pretty sure it is good. I also have this little thing. It's like a little tab that you can check pressure with. There we go. So if you pull that up, then it relieves the pressure out of the system, and you can use that. You don't want to I don't think that you want to use that to when it's hot, you know, and just freaking open up the system or anything. But I like using that when I go to take it off to make sure that there is no pressure in there. And then we can just go ahead and take this little cappy boy off. Okay, perfect. So now we just got to make sure that our coolant level in the reservoir over here is good. And then we can actually turn it back on and try and get all the air out. And we got a bottle of, oh goodness. We got a bottle of some good old green flavored Tampico. Just kidding. Don't put Tampico in your coolant. Oh, wow. Look at that. Something's probably bad with the AC compressor, and I know that. So, who needs AC anyways, honestly? It's definitely looking a little low, so we're going to put some more in there. There we go. Now we can go ahead and get her started up. Where the heck did I put the keys? Oh, they're in my packet. Alright, everything seems good there. Now we can come over here and just let it run for a minute. I would say that my neighbors probably hate me, but there was this lady named Ann who lived next door to us, and she would all night, all day, just be sitting out in the garage, smoking cigarettes, drinking, just being annoying. And on top of that, playing her music super loud. Everyone in the neighborhood did not like her. She used to like stub her toe or something, and she would call the ambulance. So like 2 times a week, I'm not even joking, 2 times a week there would be an ambulance over at her house. Alright, let's go ahead and we gotta move the truck out of the way so that I can pull the Subaru out. It is so hot. Burn. Focus. Freaking cameraman. Freaking camera boy. Bing. Dang, man. That's a nice car. Just kidding, it's alright. Alright. Now that we've got pressure in the system. Nice clean shift. Oh, wait, no, it's rising back. Uh-oh. You can see it there. It's getting hot. Alright guys, so I've been thinking about what the heck I want to do with this guy, and I'm just going to have to pull the motor again and check and make sure with my own eyes, myself, that the head gaskets were done right. Not that I really distrust Caleb, but he's never done it, and I could have easily made the same mistake. Now that we've pulled the engine before, it won't be too hard to do it again. The only reason I'm not going to do it today, because I actually have tonight off. The main reason is I don't have the head gaskets here, and the last thing I want to do is what we did last time, where we tore the engine out and it sat out of the car for months, and just the whole project was just delayed because we didn't have the tools and we didn't have the money and the actual gaskets and all the parts. So what I'm going to do, I don't have the money right now for the head gaskets, but I will get the money for the head gaskets, buy the head gaskets, and when they get here I will tear it apart on one of my nights off, and I will of course bring you guys along for that. So this weekend, not StansCon, that was last weekend, this weekend Scrape Fest is coming to Salt Lake this Saturday night. I work 7 p.m. to 3 a.m. that Saturday, but I'm going to try and switch somebody the shift and work tonight, and so that way I can get that off and I can bring you guys down and we can go look at some cars and have a good time. I'm going to go give a couple people a call and see if I can't switch them shifts, and I will hopefully see you guys this Saturday. Oh, also, another thing that I wanted to say, I'm not going to lock myself down to any certain amount of videos per week. I'm going to try and put out a video a week, and if I don't get to it, I don't get to it. Especially when school comes, and I'll be working at McDonald's as well, and then trying to do videos on top of that is really going to be hard. I think one other big thing that I did wrong last time was to I tried to get myself to do a video a day, and it just didn't work out. I burned myself out and I kind of lost my motivation, and so I'm not going to do that again until later on down the road. If I have enough people watching stuff and I feel like, you know, there's a good amount of people who want to see this stuff daily, then at that point I will try to do dailies, or I will set myself a goal and promise 2 videos a week or a video a week. But right now I'm just going to do it as I can, you know. So there might be a week without a video, there might be a week with a video, and with that said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.